1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Nayab. First, the headlines. Pakistan has expressed serious concern on the situation in Palestine and grave human rights violation by Israeli forces. As Israel continues barbaric and inhuman airstrikes on unarmed Palestinians in Gaza, over 140 Palestinians have been martyred during the last 6 days. The UN Security Council and OIC are scheduled to hold separate meetings tomorrow to discuss Israeli aggression against unarmed Palestinians. 83 more deaths due to coronavirus infection and 1,531 new positive cases have been reported in the country. And now the news in detail. Pakistan has expressed serious concerns on the situation in Palestine, storming of the Al-Aqsa Mosque and grave human rights violation by Israeli forces. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi, in a telephonic conversation with Saudi counterpart Prince Faisal bin Farhan Al Saud, also condemned the continued attacks by the Israeli forces against the Palestinians, in particular innocent civilians and children. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said that the Israeli attacks defied all norms of humanity and international law. The Foreign Minister reaffirmed Pakistan's full support for the legitimate rights of the Palestinian people, especially their rights to self-determination and establishment of their independent state with pre-1967 borders and East Jerusalem as its capital in accordance with the Arab Peace Initiative and in relevant UN resolutions. The Saudi Foreign Minister also expressed concerns at the serious developments in Palestine and briefed Foreign Minister Qureshi regarding the initiatives being taken to address the situation. Interior Minister Sheikh Rashid Ahmed has said that responsibility rests with the international community to intervene and stop the Israeli aggression against innocent and unarmed Palestinians. In a statement today, he voiced his serious concerns over the continued violence against oppressed Palestinians. He said the Muslim countries should take immediate notice of the genocide of Palestinians at the hands of Israeli forces. As Israel continues the barbaric and inhuman airstrikes and artillery bombardment against unarmed Palestinians in Gaza Strip, a U.S. envoy Hadi Amr has arrived in Tel Aviv for de-escalation talks. He will hold talks with Israeli, Palestinian and UN officials in the hope of agreeing on a ceasefire. At least 137 Palestinians, including 36 children, have been martyred in Gaza during the last 5 days' assault of Israel against innocent civilians. According to the UN, an estimated 10,000 Palestinians have left their homes in Gaza because of the conflict. Meanwhile, 10 members of the same family were martyred early this morning in an Israeli airstrike on the western Gaza Strip. According to medics, 8 children and 2 women were martyred in the 3-story building in Shati refugee camp. The UN Security Council will publicly discuss the worsening violence and atrocities being committed by Israeli forces against unarmed Palestinians tomorrow. The meeting has been proposed by Norway, Tunisia and China. Meanwhile, the OIC and Core Group permanent representative to the United Nations called on the current president of UN General Assembly, Volkan Bozkır, in New York. During the meeting, they discussed the deteriorating situation in occupied Palestinian territories and possible solution of the world body. Organization of Islamic Cooperation, on the request of Saudi Arabia, has called a virtual meeting of its executive committee at the level of foreign ministers tomorrow. According to a statement of OIC, the meeting will discuss the Israeli aggression in the Palestinian territory, particularly Al-Quds Al-Sharif, and its acts of violence in the vicinity of Al-Aqsa Mosque. 83 more deaths due to coronavirus infection and 1,531 new positive cases were reported in the country during the last 24 hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletin on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.